Boathouse is a new venue on the River Wey in Guildford, close to the town centre. Inside, with Soulspace, we have created a community-focused, independent members club and co-working space with places to work, gather and grow.
When Richard bought the site in 2015, he brought the Leroy boat hire business alongside it. The Leroy family had an original boat hire from the late 19th century. Later, the Leroy name was reused by other businesses, including the boat hire at our site in 1961.
The old business closed in 2013 due to the recession and years of bad weather.
Overall, Guildford is pretty well put together, but the river is focal to it, but it's not really as utilised as it should be. And looking in the past, you can see it has been.
The River Wey is a natural river that runs through Guildford. For Richard Weston, he came up with this idea to actually try and make it navigable.
Big bends have been cut off and it's had locks put in. 1900, there were 3 businesses, separate businesses, and probably all the way up to World War II, that were actually hiring out boats, so clearly there was a big demand.
We suddenly started developing this great idea for a building based on a boathouse concept. A friend of mine sort of called up and said, "Do you know the boathouse is for sale?" I went down and had a look, and I just thought it was an amazing location. Martin, who's the architect who designed this boathouse, I sort of mentioned it to him, and he sort of got fairly excited by it as well, I think, and started sketching out a few things.
It was a site to die for, really, and the existing building was a right old mess, in my opinion. So anything that was going to be built there would be an improvement, and whatever could have been built there could have been very modern, or it could have been more traditional. And I said to Richard, well, if I get involved, it will be traditional.
I knew Richard had a lot of vision for it. He just wanted to create a really great community building. To do this, we need to have a really strong value system around it. And that's where we came up with Soulspace as a business.
Jess kind of honed his initial idea, and we then came up with Soulspace and kind of creating a building that is all about community.
The initial concept was to make it a meeting place of lots of different type of people and companies and charities, so that they could all benefit from knowing about each other.
With the energy of Jessica and Charlotte, then it really took off.
I hope that it leads the way in terms of sustainable practices that show businesses can still be commercially successful and considerate. I just hope it's a jewel in the local community.